We've often described ourselves as the frontline country to the problem of climate change. It's because we will be the first ones to fall. If nothing is done, we will no longer exist. Kiribati, on average, is about 2 meters above sea level. The islands are small, surrounded by oceans. If you travel around Kiribati, you will see a lot of seawalls. And this is an attempt by the people themselves in their own homes to try and protect the home that they have. We are beginning to experience events which we did not experience decades ago. There's been huge outbreak of algae, and it's covering all the reef. The rising seawater level will certainly impact on the fresh water. It would contaminate the source of our potable water. In some islands already, the seawater has broken through. This was one of the biggest villages on this island. Now, during the high tide, you cannot access the village. Many of the buildings have gone. All of the people have had to relocate. They can no longer grow the crops that they used to be able to grow. Taro is a very significant part of our livelihood. If you have a function and you don't have taro on the table, there's something wrong. Taro plants have just simply died. The church is always the center of life here. They cannot keep walking through water to access this building. Rather than dismantle it, we've asked them to preserve it as a statement to the global community that this is happening. The possibility that these islands will disappear one day, for me as a leader to contemplate that is not a pleasant thought at all. But one has no right to leadership if you cannot lead your people out of trouble. Conservation International will assist us with the adaptation strategy that we will continue to adopt. We have to face the reality that we will not be able to accommodate all of the people on these islands. We have to consider migration beyond our shores as part of our adaptation strategy.
Our government are trying to re-educate our population. If they need to move with knowledge so that they cannot be employable elsewhere.
As skilled people, they will have better access to those labor markets, and so that they can migrate with dignity, not as climate refugees. Once climate change becomes more noticeable in our part of the region, it will impact on the fish stocks. To be able to fish in Kiribati, to be able to survive. The Phoenix Island Protected Area was born out of Conservation International and New England Aquarium as part of our adaptation strategy. It's very fertile ground for fish. It's an investment to the sustainability of the tuna stocks that are essential to our existence. There will be a next front line of countries which will face climate change. I think the biggest challenge for all leaders of this world is to ask themselves what have they done to make the contribution to preserving this planet.